Hi guys, thanks for coming back to the channel, and let's talk about Siacoin. The war has begun. People are reporting that they are already in possession of the A3 ASIC miners from Bitmain, which was actually quite fast. They only released it a few days ago. The shipping was saying it's going to be about 10 days from the full payment, but people are already mining. Those people, of course, just like I've said in the previous video, they're gonna be quite happy simply because they are the first ones, and normally if you are the first one in something, you end up making money. However, as expected, Siacoin development team, they are not happy about it. There are talks about soft forks, hard forks. The community is in shambles. I personally feel like Siacoin themselves ask for it. The reason I say this, and by the way, I am against Bitmain. They are trying to do monopoly. We know pretty much what they are doing with the Bitcoin mining. They pretty much, own this thing. They obviously sell the most amount of miners. We've seen what happened to the DOGE mining and whatnot. Litecoin, it's still not too bad at the moment, but they definitely, when they go in hard, and they don't truly care about the customers simply because they just keep selling more and more units. I guess they are in the business of making ASIC miners, but they never truly release the numbers of ASIC miners they do sell. So on a batch 2, batch 3, if we were to compare it with the Obelisk SC1, we can see the numbers. They are live. When you go and order one, you can see how many have been sold so far. You can't see these numbers with Bitmain, and I think this is a dirty game, because if I do see that before me have been sold 50,000 units, I may think twice before I purchase a miner. But going back to the Siacoin development team, I think as soon as they decided to switch from GPU to obviously ASIC, they should have expected this coming. Unfortunately, it's one of those things. You can't stop people producing the ASIC miners, especially a company like Bitmain. So people are definitely worried. If we do go onto the Twitter page, and I'm not going to read any post in here, but you can pretty much see that every single post, which it's normal, it talks about these miners, the A3, the Obelisk, what's gonna happen, forks, the community, let's try to support each other, let's stick together, let's some of the miners go to one of the pools, the other goes to the other pools, let's not allow obviously Bitmain to have over 51% control on some of the pools, because they can do a 51% attack and so on. And it's definitely getting very messy. It will be sad to see obviously soft forks, hard forks being done on Siacoin, but it may get there, simply because I did look at the numbers, and I'm going to compare it to you with few days ago, which by the way, things did not change drastically since then in terms of obviously new miners coming in, except today we're getting the reports. In fact, we've seen few videos, people showing already mining away. And let's compare a few days ago versus today, and you can clearly see why especially the Obelisk SC1, the people that purchase them are quite stressful, quite disappointed, and it looks like it's gonna definitely get messy. So Siacoin price has dropped down a little bit since the other day. It was up to about 5 cents, now it's down to 4 cents. Hopefully it will recover. One thing we must obviously admit, when historically, of course, I can't predict the future, when ASIC miners do get in, we look at Bitcoin, we look at DOGE, we look at Litecoin, all these are very profitable coins, and they cost quite a lot of money. So some people are expecting that we may see this with Siacoin, because it just went to the next level, ASIC mining. So I'm expecting actually Siacoin to hopefully go up in value, simply because in terms of mining it, it will reduce quite a lot, significantly in my wild guesses. And if it doesn't obviously go up in value, we may see quite a few people being disappointed, especially the people on batch 2, batch 3 and so on, when it comes to ordering these products. So let's see, what do we have in here now. First of all, this is the video which I made the other day, and as you can see, I did put the numbers of the A3 miner, and on the 29th of January I posted this. If you do had that miner back then, you would mine 12,284, and remember, this is estimate rewards, therefore normally the numbers are actually a little bit lower than what we see right here. Profit wise, $581, and that's why I said, who in their right mind would be selling an ASIC miner you know, that's gonna make this amount of money to people. Isn't it better to just keep it for yourself? But that's where obviously it comes the fact that Bitmain are selling lots of it, and they know this is gonna change drastically. Maybe they also want to have that 51% attack control if they want to use it. We're gonna have to wait and see if that was to happen. Obviously, Siacoin development team are talking about that they have a switch, that they've integrated something into the miners. They're prepared if they need to obviously somehow prevent the Bitmain A3 miners to mine and so on. We're gonna have to wait and see. Let's not speculate, but you can see $581, 12,284. This of course depends of the price, so let's concentrate on this. 12,284 Siacoins per day. Now let's look at the calculation today. I just did them. Here is the same number as the other day. Hit calculate, and this, by the way, I've been tracking it for the last 1 hour or so, and it's dropping. I wouldn't say significantly, but it's dropping. You can clearly see in terms of profits, it is down quite a bit. Almost $200 within 3 days. And again, as I said, things only changed today. The miners started to get switched up pretty much today. Profit, the coins wise, you can clearly see again 10,000 coins versus what it was, 12,000. So we're looking at almost 2,200 coins down within few hours, I would say, within few hours. So you can imagine if you did order the Obelisk and you're going to receive it after a few months, what this results would be. And that's why I said few people are going to be disappointed. Hopefully not. I believe everyone's going to make their money, especially on batch one. That's what I believe. It's not going to be the crazy profits that we all thought, just like we thought with Dash, but you're going to make your money. But afterwards, I don't know, batch 2, batch 3, not quite sure. They probably will end up making money, but probably not nowhere near than what everyone was expecting. Let's see how this develops in the next few days. I'm going to be tracking it just because out of interest and see what happens. We also had an official message from the Obelisk team. I'll put a link down below in the description so you can come and check. This is obviously their email campaign archive, and you can see everything that they post in it. And they did post early on today, January 23rd, 2018 Obelisk update, and here it is, the update. By now, many of you have heard that Bitmain announced the Antminer A3 last week and has started shipping units to customers. They already actually have the units, some of the people. The A3 mines Siacoin at the hash rate of 815 gigahashes and power usage of 1186 watts. This means that when the Obelisk SC1 ships, it will not be the first Siacoin ASIC miner to market. And well, Bitmain are quick, without a doubt. The Obelisk SC1 is slated to outperform the A3 with 800 gigahash hash rate at only 500 watts, without a doubt. As soon as they hit the markets, when we do compare them, once both are running, the SC1 looks like it's going to be the superior one. But the people that did get the A3, let's say today, in the next few days, in the next few weeks, are obviously going to make a lot more money than the people that's going to get their Obelisk SC1, despite the fact that it's going to outperform. These are minimum specs, and we expect the SC1 to perform even better than promised. Some people are actually suggesting that it's going to actually run quite a lot higher than what we are seeing right here. I've seen some reports of 1,000 gigahashes. That would be crazy if that was truly to happen. This is good news. Based on current A3 specs, the SC1 will be far more competitive. We're currently on schedule with SC1 and DCR1 production, and we will have test chips back in March. That's quite some time from now. If all goes well, we could be shipping batch 1 units in May, which is nice because currently it is end of June, and batch 2 units 6 weeks later. Our official ship dates are still June 30th for batch 1 and August 31st for batch 2. Forking the network. The SIA community is currently debating a soft fork that would exclude all Bitmain A3 units from the SIA network while leaving Obelisk SC1 units fully operational. Now, some people would disagree with this because then all the power would be obviously in the hands of the Siacoin development team and obviously the Obelisk SC1, and competition in that case is good. So this thing here, it is obviously debatable because they don't like the fact that Bitmain came in, and I don't like it either, only because they sell lots of units, they don't reveal how many, and they just keep obviously flooding the market and creating a monopoly for themselves, and not too good for their customers. But it also, maybe it's not too good just to have obviously the Obelisk SC1 being the only ASIC unit out there, because it would give them the power. We encourage you to contribute to this discussion and ask that you disclose your status as the Obelisk customer when commenting. Discussion is taking place on SIA Discord and subreddit. You can check them out. Wire transfer. Due to large amounts of fraud on our accounts, our bank has asked us to disable wire transfer for the duration of batch 2 sales. We will do our best to work with our banking partners to re-enable transfers and add other cryptocurrency payment options to future batches. As of today, wire transfers have been disabled on all new orders. That's a bit disappointing, but I guess fraud is out there. Batch 2 progress. We have currently sold 1,350 DCR1 and 1,996. That hasn't moved a lot. I guess because of the news of the A3, these sales are definitely not moving very fast at the moment. SC1 units. Batch 2 will close on January 31st and we will open batch 3 soon after. Batch 3, again, as I said, you are likely to end up making money. I don't think things would change that drastically, hopefully not as drastically as the Dash changed, but you're gonna have to follow the profits. You're definitely gonna have to follow the profits, especially if you're going for batch 3. Remember, keep checking and see what's happening profit wise, and so you can make an informed purchase decision. We sold 2,963 DCR1 and 3,000 almost 600 SC1 units in batch 1. Thank you so much for the support. Please let us know, and if you have any questions. Best Team Obelisk. So as you can see, the good thing about them is that they at least reveal how much they have sold. That's something that Bitmain are not doing, and we know that they sell lots more. Obviously, the first reports were that Bitmain actually sold on batch 1 over 15,000 units, which is crushing the Obelisk, and it will be flooding the network. That's it from me, guys. Feel free to share with me everything else down below if you want to do so. If I did miss anything, I'm sorry. There's so much information out there currently. Cryptocurrency market, it's crazy, but I'm enjoying it. Let me know if you did order one of those A3. Are you running it already? I guess if you are smiling because you are making a killing, and by those numbers you would be making your money back within, let's say, a week or two if this doesn't change drastically. Let's refresh real quickly once again. No, it hasn't changed yet. So therefore, if you did get it, you're going to be paying it off quite quickly. That's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the channel, feel free to subscribe and share. Come follow me on Twitter. And again, as I said, I'll put all the links down below, especially on the Reddit. You can see it's crazy. The discussion is very hot at the moment. People are scrambling, wondering what's going to be happening. But again, as I said, Siacoin kind of brought it to themselves when they decided to move over to ASIC instead of sticking to GPU. I think they should have stuck to GPU because, you know, once you said you're gonna do ASIC mining, you open the gate and it's open now. That's it. See you in the next video. Bye.